haven't met yet, have we? I must say, I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon. Hang on, Director. Is this who I think it is? Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Master Mikey. He will be attending as of today. So, you're that kid who moved in up the road. I've been dying to find out more about you. I'm Nimona. Normally, I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Want to be friends? I'm not the biggest fan of green hair, but sure, why not? Love that enthusiasm. We're gonna get along just fine. Miss Nimona is president of our student council and a champion-ranked trainer in her own right. I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now, you and me. Easy now. You two will be in the same class, so you'll have plenty of time to battle later. And to get to know one another better, of course. Is Director Clavel trying to shit me with this girl? I literally just met her. What's wrong with you? This ain't a Disney movie. We're gonna be neighbors and classmates? Nice, we'll be able to battle all we want. On that note, Master Mikey, have you decided which of these Pokemon you would like to be your first partner? Alright, I guess now is the time to make our decision. So I will go in depth on each of these three Pokemon. Though I don't know these Pokemon as well as others, I can assure you, to a reasonable degree, I know each and every one of them. At least on a surface level. First, we have Sprigatito. Sprigatito is an actually really good Pokemon. And I don't mean that just by saying, you know, oh, it's just a starter Pokemon and it's bog standard. But usually, as many of you will know, I'm not the biggest fan of grass-type Pokemon, even though I've used them as starters a lot of the time. A lot of the time I use it as a joke or to give myself an emotional crutch. Sprigatito is one of those ones where it actually does help that it is a grass Pokemon, because it is got a pretty unique typing, grass and dark, which I think only it and Shiftry have in common. And I'll be honest, I have nothing wrong to say about it. It's a fantastic physical sweeping type of Pokemon, grass and dark type. It has its own decent abilities. It's got a hidden ability called Protein or Protean or whatever it is. Future me's just going to have a field day with this. That basically makes your Pokemon's type the move that it makes the move type the Pokemon's type, which it only does once per turn or once per battle every time it's shifted in and out. However, it changes back, so you can use that to your advantage. It's a really good physical sweeping type of Pokemon, and considering there aren't that many good grass types in this game, you might want to consider using Sprigatito here. That's Sprigatito, a grass type Pokemon. It can use its plant powers to soak up whatever water you throw at it. Would you like to go with the Pokemon Sprigatito here? Well, not quite. I am going to talk about each of these Pokemon in detail, so let's talk about Mr. Duck here. This is Quaxly. Now, a lot of the people who, since Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have come out, people have viewed Quaxly as the worst of the three starters, simply because Fuecoco has his own advantages, Sprigatito has its own advantages, which leaves Quaxly as the odd man out. However, I would like to point out something, that Quaxly has an advantage over other Pokemon in that, like with the grass type, there aren't that many super good water types in this game for you to use. There are the bog standards like Gyarados, Wingull, Cloyster, stuff like that. But aside from that, the water types generally don't have that big of like a standout performance, if you will, in this game. Which means a Pokemon like Quaxly can potentially have a spot on your team. Now, Quaxly becomes a water fighting type, like Poliwrath and like Keldeo. However, its best stat is pure physical attack, and the rest of its stats are okay. Nothing great, nothing that stands out, but its physical attack is really strong. So it is going to be something that can rip through things very easily, and then, for the most part, it's sort of like an Arcanine in that it's a jack of all trades, where you can basically focus its stats around whatever you want it to after that. You can make it a physical sweeper, you can make it a bulky Pokemon, you can make it a mixed attacker. You really can't go wrong with any of the options you have with Quaxly. And that's why I have a soft spot for Quaxly, really. I also have a soft spot for water types in general, since water types are my favorite, one of my all-time favorite types. That's Quaxly, a water type Pokemon. It may seem quiet, but its mighty streams of water can put out any fire. You'll see. Alright, would you like to take Quaxly? Not yet. I have to take a look at the last one here. Look at this little gumdrop. Fuecoco. Fuecoco is a fire type Pokemon, as you would expect. It can basically roast anything that you put in its path, and it has an ingeniously good sorry. It has an ingeniously good original move of its own called Torch Song, which will do damage and then increase its own special attack. Fuecoco, oddly enough, becomes a fire ghost type, similar to Chandelure in Black and White. However, there are some drawbacks to Fuecoco that I should voice because, well, this is what I do. For one thing, its stats are sort of in line with Magcargo, in that Torkoal was the other one I was thinking of. It's got high special attack, high physical defense, and after that, the rest of its stats are just okay. So if you're going to focus it on where you want it to be, it's going to be bulky and it's going to be able to do a lot of damage, but if you were looking for a fast fire type, this is not the Pokemon you want. And then, unfortunately for Fuecoco, on top of that, despite what both Quaxly and Sprigatito have to deal with, Fuecoco is unfortunately one of the higher types of Pokemon that are in Paldea. In other words, there are a ton of fire types in this game. A lot more than I actually thought there were, because I was playing through Pokemon Violet just curiously looking through what fire types are available, what I could use, and by God, there are a ton. Basically, by the time you get through the second gym, you have access to almost every single fire type in the game, with maybe, and I do mean just maybe, one or two being inaccessible to you at that point. And unfortunately, despite having one of the best moves of the three in terms of like signature moves with Torch Song, I can't say that I cannot say that Fuecoco is the Pokemon I will jump up and say is the one I will absolutely die to listen to. The burning hot sparks in its scatter will fry any and all plants in a flash. But we have to make our decision now, and we have to make this total decision based on a ton of things. What Pokemon I prefer to use, what team I've constructed. I am just... Alright, we ain't gonna land this any longer. As many of you know, my Pokemon Black LP got taken down because of some stupid Brazilian company's copyright claims. And because of that, I lost my LP where I used Oshawott. Which means the last LP I technically had a water type in from start to finish, if we don't count Battle Revolution because I trained that team outside, was my first ever LP, aka Fire Red, where I used Squirtle. So, Mr. Duck, you are now officially a member of this LP. And the first Pokemon that we will be using in this journey. Look at him. Look at how happy he is. I chose Quaxly. Would I like to give him a nickname? Absolutely. Let's see. It is a male. Good. I would feel really bad as if it ended up being a female. Okay. We're going to name him after the most fabulous person I know. And I do mean the most fabulous person I know. Obviously, you didn't actually think I was going to name him anything else, did you? We're going to name him after the greatest character who ever existed in Donald Duck. He is Don Duck, and that is who he is, even though he evolves into a peacock. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him. Look how fabulous he is. He's so happy. Hopefully the other Pokemon aren't upset. Quaxly seems to have taken quite a liking to you, Master Mikey. This is your first Pokemon, yes? Please raise it with love and care. And of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball. Alright. Mikey, I can't believe you actually chose Quaxly. Is that an insult? Nimona, is that an insult? I will kick you right in your face. I mean, like, way to make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo. Oh my god, she's already flirting with me. This is a Disney movie. Can I choose one of these Pokemon too, Director Clavel? Oh, but did you not receive a Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Nimona? Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focused on raising at the time. But now, I want to raise a new Pokemon alongside Mikey, while he raises his own new partner. Indeed, a rather splendid idea. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Master Mikey here, I shall be more than happy to allow it. Yes! Since Mikey chose Quaxly, I'll go for this little one. Nice to meet you, Fuecoco. Welcome to the team. Look how jolly he is. Oh, that poor cat gets left behind. Which is a shame, though, because I do really enjoy Sprigatito. Alright, then. Now that we've chosen our Pokemon, we have to battle. I'll be waiting for you down at the beach. Come join me when you're ready. As you may have noticed, Miss Nimona is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. I thought she was just really horny for me, okay. But I do hope you'll join her for a battle. It will help you get to know your own Pokemon as well. Okay. Now let's see. Let's take a look. Ooh, Auto Heal. The Auto Heal feature will automatically select items from your bag and use them to heal your Pokemon. To use Auto Heal, highlight the Pokemon you want to heal from the main menu and press the minus button. Coolio Cat. Auto Heal will use up items in the following order: potions, fresh waters, soda pops, super potions, lemonades, moo moo milks, hyper potions. No full restores though, because you know. Let's take a look at Mr. Quaxly Don Duck here. He has, ooh, a neutral one. That is interesting. Serious nature. That means I can basically buff this guy however I want. Pound, Growl, and Water Gun. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. May as well head our way down. I feel bad leaving that poor cat behind, but you know what? I'm sure Mr. Clavel's a good guy. What's this? Ooh, a potion. Thank you. Nimona's just leaving potions everywhere. Everywhere and around here. Oh, she just appeared on the battlefield. Okay. Wait a minute. You live in that house? Good lord, you're rich. You know what? Screw it, I am going to marry you. Oh my god, you're enormous. Look, oh my god, look at her. She's like a foot taller than me. Anyone can be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have Pokemon by their side. And it's our duty as trainers to help our Pokemon grow stronger through battle. So, you ready to battle me, Mikey? Why the hell not? Perfecto! I'm so excited for this battle. I think I'll use Miss Nimona. I trust you remember that Master Mikey is hopefully inexperienced in Pokemon battling. Heh, whoops. Good call, Director. I was about to send out one of my usual partners right off the bat. I guess I'll take this chance to try out my new buddy instead. Come on, Mikey. Let's have us a fruitful battle. Alright. You are challenged by Pokemon Trainer Nimona. She sends out Earthquake Coco. And I send out the Fabulous Duck. I know this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun. You poor unfortunate soul. You think this is my first Pokemon battle? How precious you are. How precious you are. You must have been studying up. Smart move. Water is strong against fire. And bippity boppity boo. Water takes out fire, because of course it does. And I curb stomp Nimona like the arrogant bitch she is. And I level up. Yes, I do. Look how happy he is. Wow, not bad, neighbor. And I got some money. Look at you, winning your first battle ever. You've got even more potential than I thought. You're going to be a strong trainer for sure. But now, I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again. Just one more battle. Master Mikey and his Quaxly are surely weary already from that last battle. Ah, sorry. I kind of got caught up in all the excitement. I'm really sorry, Mikey. Same to your Quaxly, too. I want to tell her to fuck off, but apparently this game won't let me because it's kids only. Heh. Alright. Thanks, Mikey. You two seem to be becoming fast friends, though you've only just met. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing, Miss Nimona? I'm sure he can learn a great deal from a champion-ranked trainer such as yourself. You bet, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Since you're new to training Pokemon, there's an app you'll definitely need. You have a smartphone, right? Let me see it for a sec. The Pokédex app was added to your Rotom phone. The Pokédex will automatically register any Pokemon you catch. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. It's a super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jacques, actually made it himself. Oh god, Mr. Jacques. Oof. Memories of Crimson Fury. Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokédexes. And back in Professor Oak's day, they just used husks of corn. It's quite the age we live in now. Oof. Filing out Pokédex by hand, I can't even imagine how much work that would take. Oh, no, I suppose you can't. Yet no matter how much the times may change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. That is truly a timeless pleasure. And the more Pokemon that you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. I hope you will both work hard toward the goal of completing your own Pokédexes. Now, Miss Nimona, I do still have a few matters to discuss with your parents. Could I depend on you to see Master Mikey to the Academy? You would be doing me quite the favor. Of course, leave it to me. Then I leave him in your capable hands. Alright, little one, it's time you and I were on our way. Aw, I'm sorry, Sprigatito. I would have taken you with me if they'd let me have 2 Pokemon, but alas, this isn't Pokemon Coliseum. Maybe I ought to make a little more time to work on my Pokédex with all my battling. Oh, right. Speaking of Pokédexes, Mikey, you've probably never caught a wild Pokemon, right? I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the Academy. Come with me. Damn, this girl runs fast. But yes. Oh, okay. Opening your Pokedex. Press the minus button to open your Pokedex app on your Rotom phone in a flash. You can also navigate to your Pokedex by pressing the X button from the map app. But yes, we have basically started our journey. We have our duck. We've moved to a new area. We were enrolled in an academy. And to be honest, I cannot imagine where this journey is going to go from here. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Nman64. Join me next time when we take on the next portion of the game by catching some more wild Pokemon. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.